What if predicting the next big tech launch felt less like a product roadmap and more like a game of chance? We're talking about smartwatches, and one major player seems to be keeping us all guessing year after year. It's almost time for Samsung to refresh its popular smartwatch line, and thanks to a steady stream of leaks, we're getting a pretty good idea of what's coming. But here's the thing. Samsung seems to change its approach to smartwatch launches every single year. You might expect a new Galaxy Watch 8 and maybe an Ultra 2, right? Well, it's not that simple. And frankly, for Samsung and Wear OS fans planning to upgrade, this constant shifting creates a real problem. If you've paid attention, Samsung often remixes its wearable strategy annually, which feels needlessly confusing. When you look at it, Apple's approach in this category makes so much more sense, and I will tell you why. Think back to the first Apple Watch, announced way back in 2014. After a slightly messy start with the Series 1 and 2, Apple settled into a remarkably clear schedule. They release a new Apple Watch generation every single September. You can practically set your actual watch by this predictable cadence. We expect the Apple Watch Series 11 this coming September, launching right alongside the new iPhone 17 series. Sure, Apple introduces different variations like the Apple Watch SE and the Apple Watch Ultra, but even these fit neatly into the established pattern. And it gets even better. We know exactly where we stand with software updates too. watchOS receives its annual update every September, coinciding with the new hardware. Apple always previews these new software versions at WWDC a few months prior. This system is consistent, clear, and incredibly easy to follow. Now, let's contrast that with Samsung's approach. Since the first Galaxy Watches arrived in 2018, their launch pattern has been, well, patchy. Last year, we saw the Galaxy Watch 7 and the Galaxy Watch Ultra. The year before that, Samsung gave us the Galaxy Watch 6 and the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic. Then, in 2022, they unveiled the Galaxy Watch 5 and the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, even launching them in August instead of July. For 2025, leaks suggest we are back on a classic year. We are hearing chatter about a Galaxy Watch 8 Classic, alongside a standard Galaxy Watch 8 and a Galaxy Watch Ultra 2. All we are missing is a Pro model for a full house. And that's not even counting older FE or active models. This inconsistency makes upgrading year after year incredibly difficult. It also confuses you about what you are actually buying. Does a Classic beat a Pro? Are Pros and Ultras the same thing? Which one still has that iconic rotating bezel? A little Apple-like clarity from Samsung would certainly not go amiss. It is like they are playing product line roulette every year, and we are the ones trying to keep score. This whole situation raises an important question. In a world of rapidly evolving tech, how much does clear, consistent product strategy matter to you as a consumer? We will cover the Samsung Unpacked event live on Wednesday, July 9th, where they will undoubtedly unveil their latest. We promise to explain everything you need to know about how these new models compare and what new features they bring. So make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our breakdown. And tell us in the comments, do you value predictable launches or do you enjoy the annual suspense?